Polaczek shoots, scores!
This October 4th matchup is not only going to be exciting, it's going to be the Battle of Mississauga. It is Blake Hanlon, Sammy Brzozowski here at the 6 Hockey, and we got reps and sends for you right now.
We got reps and sends, like you said, a Battle of Mississauga. We always like to see these kind of inner city matchups. There's that extra level of intensity facing off against a rival.
Yeah, potentially the high schools integrating with one another at this young age of 16, 15, depending on what level and what year they were born at. But you know, just for right now, we have some great goaltenders, no matter their age. And net for the Sens will be Evan Akerman getting the start, trying to get the first win of the season for his team. And on the other end of the ice, trying to get the first win of the season is Michael Tamburo. Both great goaltenders. But you know what? I want to have you highlight your players to watch for this first game matchup for both these teams.
Right, now for the Sens, I'm looking at XB. I'm looking at Xander Boutillier. He moves the puck through the zone well. He puts a lot of the offensive load on his back, and he takes a whole lot of shots. So look out for that in this game. He's not afraid just to let it fly from anywhere. And in a league where goals aren't that easy to come by, XB, he's got the XP.
XB does have the XP, and he'll need to add some more to get a win out of this one. But for his opponents, what are you looking out for?
I'm looking over for Connor Pursley, and what I like about him is his shot. But not only is his shot good, it's his work ethic. You can't teach heart. He has it. He has the hustle. He just wants to win, you know? And you can see that not only does he want to win, he really doesn't want to lose, and he applies that to his game on every single shift.
And every single shift, both these teams have to bring intensity for sure and to try to get the victory in this one. But what are the takeaways that they have to bring to the table to meet their objective?
Well, I'm glad you mentioned takeaways, Blake, because what they need to take back is Saga. It's a Battle of Mississauga. Start off strong, prove that you are the best team in Mississauga, and do that through your puck battling, your physicality, and you'll go a long way. Now, they might have the first game jitters, and you know how you get rid of them? You just play fundamental hockey. Don't try to be overly creative. It's going to take a while to gel, take a while to get those legs back, get the rust off. Just make the right plays, simplify everything, and you'll be in a good spot. Finally, you got to hustle. Gavin Yu, one of the faster players on the Sens, and what I think they need to do is basically just hustle out there. Just go as hard as you can. Just use what stamina you have. It'll take a while to get it back. But really, it's as simple as that. A simple game, hardworking game, and they will be set.
Talked about the Mississauga matchup a lot. The reps, they also have to represent their city as well.
They need to represent Mississauga. They got to represent the 905. They got to win it. The same thing I said for the Sens. It's the first game. We're still getting loose. We in the broadcast booth are still getting loose. So I want to see the same thing. Just go out there, have some hustle. I don't think the result really matters as much in this game. You know, it's not the playoffs. It's not a do-or-die game, but it is a game where good habits will start to form. So just do the same thing. Play simple. Also, pursue the puck. Not my best pun, but Connor Pursley, one of their better players. He does a good job at, like I said, working hard, showing that ethic, going hard in the corners, and that's what they have to do. Just battle, 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 because this game won't be the most technically proficient. The guys aren't ready. They aren't back into the zone just yet. And finally, cruise control. Holt cruise. I kind of just want to make a pun on that one, I'll be honest. What I mean by that is just control the possession. You know, the reps, they can do a good job at controlling the possession because the Sens, they can just snap. They can go really fast, and if they have the cycling in the offensive zone, it can be dangerous. So you got to just control possession as much as possible, even if that means getting it out and just not getting hemmed in.
Cruise control is certainly a phenomenal joke, but I'm getting word that the game is starting right now. We got to jump right to the ice and bring you this game. Westwood Arena is a site for this matchup between the Mississauga Reps and the Mississauga Senators. That faceoff is won by the Reps. I'm Blake Hanlon. He's Sammy Brzozowski. You saw us earlier. We're at game time now.
That is right. We are at game time. It's the Battle of Mississauga. And Blake, before there is any confusion, we see a player on the bench. He's wearing number 83. That's Thomas Pike's number. But he plays goalie, Thomas Pike. That's actually Marcus Carter. We believe the story is that he forgot his jersey at home and had to get the backup goalie's white tarp.
Absolutely. That happens from time to time. Sometimes players these ages are a little bit forgetful and they don't really have that state of mind. So he had to borrow the goaltender's jersey tonight. So if you see a little droopy jersey out there from a forward, it is Marcus Carter who is out there on the ice tonight. The Reps and Senators battle of Mississauga, as we mentioned, as they battle for the face-off there, and the Reps win once again. Carrying it around the net now, that is Rowan Eden. Eden gets it up the side of the boards now to Irvine. Passes it back over to Holt Cruz. Holt Cruz dumps it down the ice into the Senators zone. It's also nice to mention that Evan Ackerman and Michael Tamburo will be the starting goaltenders in this one. Thomas Pike obviously is not in net, as Marcus Carter will be repping his number out there on the ice.
That's right. And Blake, I think the goalies may be a big factor in this game. Both Tamburo and Ackerman are strong goalies that can take over a game. It's going to be tough to put one by either of them, and we might see a contested, highly dirty, kind of grinding style of offense from both these teams.
These teams, their first matchup against one another, and one of their first matchups of the season as well. So, like you said, might be a very dirty, grindy type game in this one. Both chipping away, trying to get goals on the board there. A lot of players falling on the ice so far. Early on in the season, early ice, maybe not the best condition.
That's right. I mean, it's also about getting the rust off, right? You know, a lot of these guys probably haven't played at game speed the whole season.
Yeah, they haven't played in a while, obviously in practice as they carry up the puck. Now, bringing it up to the net there was number 18, Lester Gu, but he is unable to face anything of Tamburo. Sens keep it along the boards now, trying to get it to center the ice. Shot on net there is just a little bit wide. That shot there from Brennan is turned aside. Another shot there over to Brennan is not met with any avail. Brennan still has it up against the boards now, but the Reps take it away. The Reps trying to get out of the end. Now the Sens here have a shot on net there. It's stopped easily by Michael Tamburo. A good turnover and a good takeaway, but Tamburo shuts the door.
Yeah, it was the first real chance there from the Sens, coming from number 24, Mark Brennan. He showed good awareness to get that puck on the sideboards and just rip one onto Tamburo. Kind of trying to get Tamburo off guard, get some shots on early. Exactly what you want to do in the first game of the season. Just take control and take the opportunities where they come.
A bouncing puck in front there. Tamburo falling on the ice there. The play will be drawn dead. Looks like there might be looks like a high sticking is on the call there. The referee is going to be pointing that out to the outside of the blue line there. Play called dead, but nice save there from Tamburo.
Yeah, and he had to deal with a sprawling Shane Polaczek on him. He kind of went for the rebound. I think he lost his footing and fell all over Tamburo. No choppy back and forth between the two of them, though. I think they realized it was just an accident, just a hockey play, and just a overwillingness to get that rebound.
We'll see if the Sens can win their first draw, but they're unable to. The Reps win once again. That puck will go out of play. They'll have another opportunity to get this first face-off win of the game thus far. The Reps have been dominating so far on the draw.
Yeah, but that hasn't really dictated anything in this game so far. We've just seen a lot of back and forth neutral zone action. In fact, the Sens generating those couple chances, that chance from Mark Brennan, the only real opportunity so far in this game. So perhaps the Sens will be the one to draw the first blood. But if this sport has taught me anything, it's that momentum can shift at the drop of a hat.
The Senators looking to drop the hat right now, carrying the puck up the ice, backhanding it deep into the Rep zone. From behind the net of Tamburo, that will be declared icing, as the drop of the hat won't come here, as the puck will be dropped at the other end for an ice.
I was surprised because it looks like Tamburo went out of his net to play that, and it was Lucas Park going back to retrieve the puck that went into his zone, and kind of a late whistle. So I'm surprised that icing is sent all the way down. I'm surprised that it's not a center ice call, because it was a bit of a misguided whistle. But hey, I'm not the one down there. I'm not the one wearing black and white, and doesn't have much impact on this game.
Looks like there will be a penalty on the play there. Boutillier falling down there. That will be tripping on the call. The Reps will go on the penalty kill. It looks like it will be number 73, Henry Austin, heading to the box, as the Sens are looking to get some momentum going here. Maybe not getting the face-off draws and momentum on that part on even strength, but at a man advantage might be the time to strike.
Yeah, no, and this is where you really try to heat up your offense. Try to get some pucks on net. Really hone down that offensive control that you've had going for the last couple minutes. The Sens have been best team so far. You know, they've been the better team in creating chances in the offensive zone, and now they have a chance to really get something going. They have the man advantage. I don't think they should panic. They should just keep doing what they're doing and try to get some open space, find some openings, really put the test onto Michael Tamburo early.
That puck is kept by Mullen with his hand there. He throws it around the boards, and he'll go back for a change out there. Across the ice now, up to the point. The Sens have it. Gets it over to Yang. Yang center. Oh, gets it over to the right there. Boutillier had a chance in front. Over, but then 16, Zachariah McAuliffe picked up the rebound, but Tamburo gets the pad there, shuts the door. Maybe the net got dislodged on the play there.
And the net coming off, I think, might have saved the Reps just a little bit, stops the play in its tracks. And now it's a good opportunity for the Reps to kind of hone in and take a minute, realize they need to win this faceoff, get that puck out, because this kind of energy from the Sens is unsustainable. Tamburo can only be solid for so long.
Senators looking to win the draw here. Mullen is unable to keep it in. Senators really losing on the face-off draws, and this one is proving to be a difference maker thus far. The Reps are able to try to take it away from the Sens in their own zone now, but the Sens will look to recoup here. Boutillier will look to carry it up the ice now, but he'll bring it up to the left-hand side and center it over to Oliver Tang. Alone now. Tang, shot there. Gets tipped off the side there, and it goes a little high. The Sens keep it in the zone, though. That's Mullen on the right-hand side. He passes it over. Over the dot. Behind the net now the puck is. Sens. Chance in front. Gets over to Mullen. Mullen recoups it right back at the line. The puck is taken away. A good stick there from the Reps as the Senators have to recoup. Trying to get a change are the Reps, though. Carrying up the ice now Mullen is, but he is dropping it down, going for a change himself. Looking to get some fresh legs out there on the ice. The Sens still have it in their own zone. Stepping up with a shot. Saved by Tamburo. A good opportunity, but Tamburo, once again, is staying on his head as there's some pushing and shoving in front of him. But it looks like the refs will solve that quickly.
And despite the zone possession and despite the Sens having it in the zone for so long, they don't really generate anything in that last 30 seconds because they weren't really finding openings. They had 3 guys high up near the blue line, and the guys by the net were way too close to do anything besides maybe get a deflection from a point shot. If they were forcing that, I can understand the positioning, but really not moving enough on the power play, really not finding the nooks and crannies of the offensive zone. And without doing that, it's really hard to generate chances.
Marcus Carter now bringing up the puck. Now it's the first time we've really seen him have an opportunity there wearing his backup goalie's number. Mullen will carry up the puck now, and he'll drop it over to Caden O'Hearn. Caden O'Hearn tried to get a stick on it, but he was unable to do that. Looks like Liu will carry up the puck, but he'll drop it back for his defense. Trying to get the puck up the ice now to Polaczek. He's slashing away, but he's unable to get the stick there. A nice hit there from O'Hearn, though. Kept in there by Lincoln Curry. Lincoln Curry trying to keep it in. My apologies, a little ahead of myself there. That'll be declared offside by the men in stripes.
That's right, and worth mentioning, Caden O'Hearn, one of the only members of the GTHL U16 AAA division with a last name that starts with an O. You can see me and Blake and a couple more members of the Six Hockey try to find an A to Z with every GTHL U16 AAA player on the Six Hockey's YouTube channel. Some great content. I'm sure you're not going to want to miss it.
Yeah, a lot of our broadcast team and members at the Six Hockey crafted a little video up for and quizzed us about the players in this league. I think both of us did fairly well in that, but you'll have to see who won the quiz and who scored the highest percentage. It looks like the Sens are looking to improve their percentage on capitalizing on their opportunities here, especially on the face-off draws, as they're looking to try to get this up the ice now, but the Reps are playing a good job trapping them in their own end.
Yeah, and that's a big thing, right? We talk about this all the time, how zone entry is a huge thing, and they need to cut off, as I just cut you off, the entry into the blue line. Cut that off, and it doesn't allow them to form anything. It doesn't allow them to get set up. It doesn't allow them to find openings. If they do that neutral zone trap, which seems to be working against the Sens are unable to get into the zone, unable to get the offense started. They're kind of just turning around and around and keep having to repeat the breakout, and eventually the Reps may be able to jump in on a turnover there.
The Reps looking to get a spark of their own. They haven't had a lot of shots on Evan Ackerman, let alone any time in the offensive zone, that is. To look to change their time here. The Sens win a face-off. Little spark of some gratification for them, trying to get that going on that end, but they'll try to get the puck out of the zone now, up through the center of the ice now. Liu carries it up. Sorry, not Liu. His shot on net there is a little wide there. That was Lester Gu who threw that on net there. Centering pass there is not met with any opportunity, as the Reps will turn it the other way, but the Sens scoop it up. Back and forth now in the defensive zone. Trying to get it through the neutral zone are the Sens, but the Reps will keep it back. The Sens carrying up now. That is Mullen. Mullen shot there is a little wide. It'll wrap around the boards now. Keeping it in are the Sens. Boutillier throws it on net, but it's nabbed by Tamburo, as he'll elect to drop the puck along the boards there. Maybe it could have been a call from the referee to blow the whistle.
Yeah, but a smart play is now they head on to the offensive rush.
Offensive rush doesn't yield anything, though. It looks like there will be a play call dead there, maybe an offside. That was a little bit late there.
Yeah, and it's funny. We've talked about the struggle of the Mississauga Sens on the face-off dot. We've talked about how they haven't really been able to gain possession from that. But besides that fact, they've looked strong. They've really controlled the puck possession in this game. So I think the Reps are going to have to turn it around, start generating those face-offs wins, transforming them into opportunities for themselves, and not turn the puck over as much in both the neutral zone and their own offensive zone.
It looks like this game so far has been a little bit back and forth, maybe not the best hockey that both teams are trying there, as number 21, Connor Pursley, broke his stick there. He'll have to go back to the bench and get a new one, as our Reps will set up in the meantime. Trying to get it out of the end now, centering it up through the ice, but the Sens once again will scoop it up. A little back and forth action. We've seen that play multiple times. Teams trying to get it through the neutral zone on those breakout passes, but it's just scooped up easily by the other team's defense. The Sens have a chance here. A little dipsy spinorama there, but is unable to meet with anything there. Marcus Carter trying to get a stick on that. Puck in the Rep zone now, carrying behind the net of Tamburo. Up through the middle now. One hand on his stick. He's getting it through the zone. That's number 16, Carter Hoden. Pushing it through, breaking it through. He's behind the net now, pressing the puck up against the boards with the help of number 9, Jackson McLennan. McLennan forechecking. He falls down. His knee kind of going sideways there. Hopefully he's okay. There's no injury to the ligaments on that one, but the Sens have now a chance here. But he turns the puck over. Good opportunity to pass it over to number 88, Caden O'Hearn, but the pass is not met with a stick of the Sens.
Yeah, and we're seeing the physicality ramp up a little bit. We saw Oliver Tang answer for the Carter Honan hit earlier in that sequence. And so you might want to watch out for that. In a game where it's highly contested in the neutral zone, frustrations might start to flare, tempers might start to rise, and they might understand that they have to use their body to get chances in this game. So keep your eye out for some back-breaking hits, as we see one in the corner there.
Definitely throwing the body in this early season matchup so far. The Reps have a chance to turn it the other way, though. Carrying up the ice now, bouncing the puck around. The Sens look to turn it the other way once again now. A shot there is just a little bit wide. The shot from Zachariah McAuliffe is a little bit wide right of Tamburo. The Sens still try to keep it in the zone, but the Reps will clear it most likely for an ice. We'll have to wait and see. No icing is on the call there.
Yeah, and Serrani's got to be smarter with the puck on the sideboards there. That was 2 turnovers that almost led to Mississauga Sens chances. If you turn the puck over in the neutral zone, you got to be on your horse to get back. If there's an odd man rush that's happening because of your turnover, you have to be the one that makes it even 3-on-3, 2-on-2, whatever it may be. You got to get back on your horse there, and he gets bailed out by the Reps getting it out.
The Reps, once again, will be back in their zone, trying to get it out of their zone. It's been the Sens hounding them in their own zone, but they have a chance here. Bringing the puck up now, centering it out in front. Shot on net there, stopped by Ackerman. Good job to step up there when he gets his first real attempt of the game, but now here comes the Sens. The Sens, right-hand side, carried along the boards. Tries to center out in front, but no one's there. Just a little bit wide. Yu keeps it in. Gavin Yu trying to step up, but they actually knocks down number 10, Misha Nikolsky, but he's unable to actually get a shot on net there on the play.
And what a sequence that was from Elliot Mullen. He came up the right side. He caught that puck behind the net, started the play to get it over to Gu. And it was a great job by him entering the play, and then when realizing the play wasn't leading the way he may have thought, getting that outlet pass, he came back.
You will look to get a penalty on that one. A good hit, but it will be a penalty. Look, he maybe hit above the head a little bit on that one. The shot will be, or the penalty will be late here in the first period. The Reps will go to the power play. Circling it at the point, it goes over to Holcruz. Holcruz shot in front there, bounced off Ackerman and behind the net. Marcus Carter tries to scoop it up. It'll go back to Holcruz. Cruz, a nice nifty move to get some space over there. His pass over to the right-hand side. Shot on net there, bouncing puck, shot, scores! Marcus Carter gets his first goal of the season. He didn't show up with his jersey, but he showed up to play in this one, Sammy.
And shows up to start the season right, and he does. After a Mississauga Sens domination in the offensive zone early in this game, it's Marcus Carter who finally breaks the stalemate between the two teams, and it was just like we talked about. We talked about how this game was going to be a grind. We talked about how the fact that the goals might not be as pretty, and Marcus Carter really shows that, shows how evident that point was, shows that he had to drive towards the net, pick up the rebound for the shot from the point. Great awareness from him, and good on him for scoring his first of the season, even though it's not in the right jersey.
The initial shot for Rowan Eden will earn Eden his first assist of the season, and you could maybe make a case out there that Thomas Pike deserves an assist for bringing that extra jersey tonight, even though they weren't wearing that jersey. Or actually because he has to wear a jersey on the bench just in case. Hopefully he doesn't have to come in. We'll have to see what happens with that if that action does occur. But good job from Pike and a great job from Carter.
Yeah, the backup goalie making his impact on the game, sitting on the bench. You got to love that. He's going to get the start likely in the next game, and so he's got to be happy. His 83 is getting pushed onto the ice one game to the next. Great start to the season for Thomas Pike.
Yeah, you can maybe even credit mom or dad for telling him maybe bring that extra jersey just in case. The Reps have energy now, and they'll bring it through the zone. And it'll have the stick of McLennan. He turns it over, however, and the Senators look to get it that equalizer right away. Centering pass over to number 8, Oliver Tang, and it's not met with any avail. The other way now, the Reps. A little opportunity, or shot just off the blocker of Ackerman. Ackerman recoups, is behind his net now. Trying to keep it is number 13, Noah Ben David. Ben David gets knocked down as the Sens turn it the other way. That's O'Hearn all alone. He just throws a little softy on net there, but he didn't really have an opportunity to get anything going on that one.
No, that's right. 1-on-3. I think the shot on net's all you can ask for there from Caden O'Hearn. But a nice play to get it through. I mean, he went for the toe drag and just put one on net, tried to delay to get the line change, and that's a smart play. I think he's doing what the Sens need to do, and that's just calm down. There's no rush. There's still a lot of hockey to be played. For a majority of the game, they did look like the team that was generating more offense, so they got to just keep doing what they're doing and not collapse under the pressure of a 1-0 trail.
Certainly they were the team that was dominating so far, but it seemed like the Reps have gotten a new life in this game. With Marcus Carter's goal, they were playing with a little bit more energy in their sticks, in their feet, in their skates, wherever you want to say it, with some good goaltending from Tamburo, and they'll look to add on some more. That is number 10, Nikolsky, who drops it into the zone now. He'll go off for a change. The Sens try to get it out now, as they will go past the stick of Carter Heinen, as the Reps, my apologies, will look to turn it the other way now. Up against the boards now, turning it in transition. On the right-hand side, drops it back. Shot on net there. Puck trickling out in front. It looks like it'll go off Carter once again. His second of the game. Pike, Carter, doesn't matter. 2 goals for the Reps and 2 goals for Marcus.
And I mean, you cannot get a hotter start to the season than Marcus Carter has had right now. Perhaps he was so locked in on the game, that's why he forgot his jersey. But whatever he did before the game, it worked. 2 goals in the first period of your very first game this season, very first game of the year, October 4th. You got to be happy with the way you've started. And the Reps, they got to be happy with the way they're started, because now they have a completely different outlook on this game, being up 2 before the first frame is even over.
I think it'd be probably the first time a player would score a hat trick wearing a teammate's jersey. I've never seen that before. I've never experienced it. Maybe it's happened before. Carter has an opportunity to get the hat trick, backhanding, falling down. That would have been the first natural hat trick of the season and first hat trick of the season for the Reps. But a good opportunity, and he's been playing very well so far.
He's been playing very well, and he'll have to keep that up because the Sens are a team that can bounce back pretty quickly. They can drive pucks towards the net, and like I said, it's going to be a grindy game. We saw from both Carter's goals, as I mentioned earlier, the first one, a grindy goal. The second goal, also the same. It was a trickling puck that he got a deflection on. He got a rebound, and that's the kind of goals you might see in this game, as we've seen a lot of just good fundamental hockey.
Right place, right time, and you were at the right place at the right time. This first period looks to come to an end with 10 seconds left in this one. It's been Marcus Carter and the Reps and Tamburo leading the way past the Senators. We'll have to see if they're able to do it some more. This period will trickle down. They'll likely dribble it out, passing the puck beneath one another, and that will do it for this first period at the 6 hockey. It is 2-0 for the Mississauga Reps over the Mississauga Sens. This second period is about to go underway as the referee drops the puck, and the Senators come up with it off the draw. Sammy, we saw 2 goals from the elusive Marcus Carter, but what is one takeaway that you saw from the Sens that they need to do better going forward?
I think they need to protect their goalie. You know, they kind of left Ackerman out to dry in front of the net. Both goals, of course, coming from Marcus Carter, but both of the goals were grindy goals. He was just in front of the net by himself. He was able to capitalize on rebounds, and they got to do a better job at pushing him away from the crease.
It looks like there may be a penalty here on the play. We'll have to see who's headed towards the box. I believe that is number 13, Noah Ben David, who will catch the call. A tripping penalty that happened towards the side of the boards there, and it will now be a Senators power play. Come up with a power play here, Sammy. This could be the one that changes the pace and outcome of the game.
Yeah, and one thing we've always talked about is a power play is obviously a great opportunity to score, but on the other hand, it's also just a great opportunity to take control back of the game and just put momentum on your side. You don't necessarily have to score on the power play, but if you generate chances, that can be just as positive.
Tang uncorks it from the point, but is not met. The shot on net there is blocked aside by the Reps. This is cleared down the ice once more. The Senators look to recoup, set it up once again. They always like to reset behind their goalie of Ackerman behind the net. They like to start the transition all the way from back behind the ice.
Yeah, kind of taking their time with getting to the zone, and I understand that. And that's a big thing. Possession is a huge part of a power play, but
Centering pass there is stopped by Tamburo. A huge save from Tamburo. Wow, that is highlight reel stuff right there from the Reps netminder.
yeah, I almost had to put my foot in my mouth as I was about to say, I'd much rather them get the possession in the zone earlier, get their zone entry already done. They're going to get chances easier. And then, of course, as soon as I think that thought, a great chance for them in front. Nice centering pass in the slot, but an even better save by Tamburo.
Tamburo has been tested early to start this power play and early to start this period. The Sens look to continue it going forward. Referee taking his time to drop the puck right there. Not even sure why he was taken out of the draw, but the Sens still come up with it. Shot from the point there from Tang goes really, really high. Yu steps up to try to snag it back for his team now. It's Carter battling, but now Tang recovers to it. That is Yu. Yu at the point, stepping up a little bit more, tries to center across the ice. Isn't found of the stick of Caden O'Hearn. It's back to Tang. Tang to O'Hearn. O'Hearn drop back to Tang. Tang. O'Hearn once more. O'Hearn uncorks it. Bit wide there, but it is to the stick of Yu around the boards. Yu. Tang. Tang. Dangling. Driving towards the net. Shot on net there is blocked in front by the Reps. The Reps go the other way with it now. That is Marcus Carter along the boards carrying it out. A great kill and a great way to clear the puck without even dumping it, Sammy.
Yeah, and Blake, I still have a problem with the Sens spacing. You know, you saw Yu was hanging up at that like high area of the blue line right by the top of the circle on the near side. And there was many, many times in that little sequence where he could have cut towards the net, found an opening for himself, and got a pass in front.
A shot opportunity here is stopped by Tamburo. The shot from Shane Polaczek is stopped with authority. Tamburo has really stood on his head in the start of the middle frame. The Sens still looking to get something going in the O-zone now. Up against the board, that puck is wedged against the boards. If it's not brought up quickly, it is. The Reps able to get it out on the stick of Aiden Yang. They turn it the other way now. The Reps backhanded in. It's snagged by Polaczek. The reps the other way with it now. Trying to get it into the zone. The Sens are able to recover, but that looks like there will be an offside on the call there.
Yeah, and Blake, the Sens aren't really operating with a lot of intensity right now. Neither are the reps for that matter, but being up 2-0, you're definitely okay with that. You can play a more safe, less risky game, but I think the Sens need to be battling a little bit harder. You saw the puck got wedged in the corner there, and there was a couple Sens just standing around, not really moving, just watching the play happen. Get into that corner and battle for the puck, because puck possession is 2/3 of the game.
You heard it from Coach Brzezowski with the inside scoop on that one. Definitely need to have some more intensity if they want to get some sort of spark and potential nodding goal if they can get 2 in this middle frame. Shot on net there is stopped aside by Ackerman. The reps are now playing deep into their O zone now. It is kept in by number 27, Lucas Park. Lucas Park wraps it around the boards there. Getting a little physical right there. Battling once again on the boards there. The puck is wedged. Able to get it out are the reps. At the point now, able to swat it back in. Bouncing puck in front, but it isn't met with a stick of the reps. The Sens now turn it the other way. That puck is stopped trying to enter the O zone. Once again, the Sens are unable to just get that puck through in the right spots.
Yeah, and give credit to the reps. They're doing a good job at holding that line. That's a big thing. You just cut their chances in half if you just don't allow them to bring it in, bring it over. I believe it was number 15, Xander Boutillier, who tried to cut across, but all he did was get in the way and turned it over.
Boutillier with a nice dangle right now. Shot on net. A great save, but a great move from Boutillier. Kind of spoke into existence right there. A nifty little move, put it between his legs. Way to create space, something that you've been eyeing for the Sens this entire time.
That's right, and he surely made up for the missed deke at the blue line earlier, cutting across towards the net, reminiscent of a Connor McDavid-esque move, cutting towards the net, putting it through the legs, making the wide angle shot. I got to respect the move, and that's the kind of energy and the intensity that the Sens need right now.
A crafty move from Xander as well. Oh, nice hit there along the boards. Goes down with authority, kind of twisting and corkscrewing along the boards there. That was a nice hit by number 12, Matteo Mandarino on the boards there. The Sens are able to get it back into the zone here, but it looks like there will be a penalty on the play. Maybe that initial hit that was absorbed there. It looks like it will be McDonald going to the bench. Jacob McDonald will get the penalty for head contact. I believe that's the right call there. I wasn't sure who got the hit there. It might have been Matteo, but it looks like McDonald will get in the box for that. It looks like it'll be a 2-minute instead of a 4-minute penalty.
Yeah, and again, the head contact's always up to the ref's discretion. And I think it's a good call there, no malicious intent.
Shot on there from Carter, looking for his third goal, but it's snagged aside by Ackerman. Ackerman has been playing phenomenal this game, even though he's let in 2 goals. It's been Marcus Carter that's beat him there, but this time Ackerman says not this time. He will not be beat by Carter or anyone on the reps once further. At least that's on his mindset, Sammy. And calm, cool, and collected is the strategy behind it. A shot there from the point is a little wide there. I believe that was Rowan Eden, as he has the puck once again, passing it to his D partner. Eden at the point again. Corrals it, drops it over to Carter. Carter dangling, a nice little nifty move, put it through the legs of the Sens defender, Oliver Tang. Up against the boards now, Eden battling. It's flipped off to the side there. That is Boutillier once again. Spinorama pass, centering it in front. A great pass from Boutillier, but it's turned aside by Tamburo. A great opportunity there as Boutillier still has the puck once more, but is knocked off it. What a play there from Xander.
Often you don't see a 3-on-1, let alone 2-on-1.
Boutillier has it once again, playing to his body, but he's knocked down. Boutillier is all over the place. A one-man show, dangling all by himself, trying to get something for his team. As a shot on net is blocked aside. What a shift from Boutillier so far, shorthanded.
Yeah, my goodness, what a shift, what a kill. Often you don't see a 2-on-1, let alone 3-on-1, and they generated a chance there, but Tamburo said no, and made that big stop in a big-time moment.
Goodness gracious, that was probably the greatest joke of all time, Sammy Brzezowski, It was phenomenal just for your birthday. The centering pass banned on a little bit, saved by Ackerman. A nice stop there in front. A gorgeous opportunity for the Reps, but they come up just a little short on that one. But we've seen some great action in the last couple of minutes.
We've seen some great goaltending in the last couple of minutes. That was a tough stop to make, even though it was slightly fanned on. But then on the 3-on-1 opportunity, Tamburo stopping that, getting across, not allowing a huge, juicy rebound for the high attacker. That's exactly how you need to play it.
Shot there is blocked aside by Ackerman once more. He is playing phenomenal in the last couple of minutes there, especially when shorthanded. The Sens are able to clear on this one, Sammy. It is a phenomenal job by the Sens in this penalty kill. Xander Boutier even leading the way with some offensive contributions.
Yeah, that's right. And I mean, you can take offense where it comes because the opportunities have been running thin so far for the Sens this period. So Boutier, he's seemed to be the one guy that's finding opportunities.
Shot in front there is turned aside. A giveaway that could have been costly for the Sens. A good opportunity there from Nikolsky is turned aside by Ackerman. Nikolsky has it once again. He elects to dump it down the ice. Finding the puck now as his forecheckers, or at least attempting to, that is. That puck will go out of play. Probably will be just outside of the Senators' offensive. Actually, it will be in the Reps' offensive zone.
Yeah, it looked like it went off the rep stick there. And I think what the Reps need to do now that the Sens are kind of generating offense is just start playing smart hockey. Just get the puck out and stop Boutilier.
Yeah, exactly. And smart hockey right there. And that's Boutilier once again generating the offense for the Sens team. He is carrying the front load, trying to get his team on the board. But here come the Reps. A 3-on-2 forming here. Passed back over to Irvine. Back to the point now. Is stopped. The Senators are able to get back checking it, and a great job of circling, bouncing puck. Trying to get McLennan on that one, but is unable to find a stick on that one. McLennan helping out his teammates on the boards there. That's picked up by Irvine. The Sens able to hopefully clear it out here, but they circle back, had a good opportunity to get it out, but it looks like they will do that here, trying to get that outreach pass, and it looks like it will be icing on the play.
That one's a tough ice because it almost looked as if number 77, Aiden Jang, could get a piece of that one. But a tough icing after a long shift for the Sens. And the Reps doing exactly what I just mentioned. Just make the smart pass, forecheck, and just keep the puck in the Sens zone. You know, they can't get any opportunities if you hem them in their own end.
Absolutely. That is what has been that's what has transpired in the last couple of minutes here for the Sens. The Sens really need to get this one going as the middle frame is dwindling down slowly but surely on this one. Trying to get it out here, spark something in transition, dumping it into the zone, falling down from a good hit from the Reps.
Yeah, that was Mark Brennan just wearing that one, but he gets right back up, and you got to love that tenacity. Get knocked down, don't matter. Just get back up, keep playing.
Marcus Carter with a backhand on there off the rush, but isn't able to find Twine past Ackerman. The Reps have it back in their own zone now. Getting it through, forechecking is number 16, Carter Heinen, but it will be deemed icing.
Yeah, now a chance, a good offensive zone opportunity for the Sens to get things going. I'm not surprised they're throwing Boutilier on. He's been the man of the match for the Sens so far this period, and he has been able to generate offense. And so
Boutier has been very good so far, a very good player. He has been striding all over the ice his entire match and has been the key contributor of a lot of offensive opportunities for the Senators. And if they were to get a goal, would you say it would be because of Xander? Actually, a break now for the Reps, but it's turned aside. Number 52 of the Sens, Elliot Mullen, turns it down right away. A great defensive stick on that one.
To answer your question before Mullen kind of interrupted you, I think it seems like he's deserving. You know, he's generated so many chances, and I sound like a broken record saying that, but he's really been all over the ice defensively and offensively, and it seems like every time there's been something positive in the offensive zone, especially on that penalty kill. It was Boutillier. So he's definitely the guy that I think deserves it for the team, but as we all know, it's not always the guy who deserves the goal that picks it up.
Not always. Maybe it'll be his line mate, as he's also very good at generating opportunities. Maybe a power play will ensue in the coming minutes. We'll have to see what happens for the Senators, but time is dwindling down. An outstretched pass almost got to Boutillier right there. Boutillier has been a force to be reckoned with thus far. Jumping in the air, the Sens player trying to keep that in the offensive zone, but was unable to bring that down from the rafters. On the rush now, Boutillier tries to find a teammate, but didn't have his head on a swivel there. Lester Gu wasn't quite ready for that pass, but he's battling along the boards now.
And Boutillier, he's been on the ice for quite some time. They're trying to hit him for the long stretch pass. You can see he was kind of circling around at the blue line. Both those passes went awry, but it looks like they want to spring him. I think they know he has a hot touch right now, and they know he's a guy who, when he has the opportunity, can put it in the back of the net.
The Sens the other way now. It's Boutillier once more. He must be tired, but perseverance leads the way as Liu is knocked down behind the boards there after the pass from Boutillier, and the Reps now have momentum going forward. Reps carrying it through the zone. Shot on net there is swallowed up by Ackerman. A nice glove save to get a stoppage in play.
And Ackerman doing his job. I mean, I think he's looked solid all game. Obviously, so has Tamburo. He has looked solid for the Reps, but Ackerman, he let in those 2 goals, but those aren't his fault. You know, it's not his job to jump on the defenders like that. He can save the first stop, maybe the second one, but when there's a guy in front of the net able to dig in front, that's what's going to happen. So he's looked solid since allowing those 2 goals, and he's kept the Sens in this game.
Yeah, those goals were certainly not his fault. He was not beat. They just kind of trickled through there and found the stick of Marcus Carter. 2 goals for him tonight as he leads the way for the Reps. If you're just joining us, this middle frame is about to dwindle down. The Sens still looking to get that first goal of the season for them on this October 4th matchup. The Sens may have an opportunity here to get that. The Sens the other way now, dropping it back for Caden O'Hearn. Caden O'Hearn battling up against the boards now, driving towards the net, looking for his teammates. Passes it back to the point. Tang elects to use his legs instead. Now here comes the Reps the other way. The Reps, an opportunity. Shot on net there is turned aside by Ackerman. What a save there on Ackerman off the break. And Oliver Tang errand play leads to a nice breakaway opportunity for the Reps. Jacob Johnson had a big opportunity there to pot one home, but Ackerman really stood on his head.
Yeah, and Blake, Tang's a good player. I think he's fast. I think he moves along the line very well, and he's a good defender. I don't know what he was thinking on that play. You saw me throw my hands up when he used his feet there. I used to be a winger when I played, and it always would annoy me when the defenseman would try to keep it in using his feet. You have a stick, man. You're good with it. He has good handles. He should have had more trust in his stick to keep it in. If he wanted to use his body, put it in front of you, get your body in front of it, and he would have had a chance on offense.
If he were to use his feet all the time, this game would be called soccer, Sammy, but good thing it's called hockey. Definitely wise words from Mr. Brzezowski in this one. Tang, not the best, smartest option there, but his teammates will look to redeem his false efforts here. Trying to get the puck out of their zone, but it's the Reps able to keep it in. A full offensive onslaught as driving towards the net there. A backhand stopped by Ackerman. A nice save. Carter, all of the boards now, keeps it for the Reps. The Reps still have it. Tries to center it back to the point, but it's going to go down the entire length of the ice. Tamburo is able to play towards his defenders. But the Sens turn it over, or get the turnover here. A shot on net there. A little bit of a wobbly knuckleball is stopped by Tamburo. Number 16 ripped that McAuliffe on net there. A little bit of a risky shot there, but it almost prevailed.
Yeah, and at that point, you know, you're down 2-0. Throw anything on. See what happens, you know. Get the chances where they come. Like I said earlier, talking about Boutillier, you know. On the PK, on the power play, even strength, dump-ins. I had a coach that just said, just shoot it, guys. You never know what's going to happen. You could get a bounce, and a bad opportunity is better than no opportunity.
And the Reps are turning it the other way now. A shot on net there from the Reps is turned aside by Ackerman. That was Lushavio, who had a good opportunity to try to go 5-hole. but is not met with anything. The Sens turning it the other way, trying to get something going on their end, but are not met with any results. Once more, they do it on the right side of the boards now, carrying it towards the net, dropping it back. Shot on net, they're going for the tip. Falling down are the Sens. Number 12, I believe that is Mandarino, falling into Tamburo, but Tamburo says no to that.
No, and I think he just caught a bit of the defender's stick going down there, crashing the net. But I like the intensity once again. You know, they weren't showing it earlier in the period. They were kind of just a little lackadaisical, and I really like the way that they're now pressuring the reps, because that's what they need to do. That's what you need to do to get back in this game.
The Sens trying to win this face-off draw. An interesting tactic there by Mullen, trying to slip his other centerman. Sorry, Mullen ripped out of there, is blocked aside. Instead of electing to go for the face-off win, he kind of slipped by his centerman there. It's kept in by Mandarino, leaving their teammate up against the boards, getting pressed. Finally, someone comes in for help. 3 men come in to help, finally giving the help that is needed. Mandarino on the point now. Shot on net there is blocked aside. The reps try to clear it. Boutillier keeps it in, looking for his teammate, but that will result in no opportunities there. This middle frame is coming to a close, and it'll still be 2-0. The Senators had opportunities, but it's still 2-0 for the reps. A fresh flood, and now it's only 15 more minutes to go as this third period is about to start at the hands of the referee, and the reps are able to win the draw. They've won the last 2 periods as well, able to maintain their 2-0 lead. The Sens have had a little bit more momentum going forward. They've had a lot more puck possession than the reps, but it's been the reps who have capitalized on their opportunities, and the Sens who have not.
No, they haven't. It's still a 2-0 game here, and the Sens, to give credit where credit is due, one of my favorite sayings, they have generated the opportunities. They have gotten some sustained offensive zone pressure, but they haven't taken advantage. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. The only stat that matters is the one on the scoreboard. At the end of the day, you can have a million shots, but if they don't go in, who cares? Who's going to talk about it?
The goal is to win the game, Sammy. You play to win the game. You don't play for chances. You play for the W. And that is what the reps are doing right now at the hands of not just the hero of Marcus Carter, but Michael Tamburo. He's been phenomenal in that now with the Sens driving towards the net here, trying to center and pass. But a nice block by the reps defenseman to prevent any passing lane goals there. Shot for the point now is turned off to the right there. The Sens are trying to get something going, but nothing going forward. The Sens will look to block that pass over there as they'll look to recoup and win this period. Maybe get a few goals there, Sammy. That's definitely on their mind.
Yeah, and like you said, you're playing to win now. You're playing to win the period. And I had a coach that he said he took it period by period. It was a bit of an unorthodox coach, but he said, okay, we lost that period. Let's win the next one. And then if we were up, he said, all we got to do is to tie the next period. And so we took it shift by shift, period by period, and it helped people kind of focus and rein in. You're not going to change the landscape of your season in one game, just like how you're not going to change the landscape of the game in one play. So you just got to keep it going, consistency.
Wise words. Do you think that the Senators, based on their plays thus far, are able to erase that 2-0 deficit and actually potentially win this game, not just this period?
I think with their play, they might be able to, but with Tamburo's play, he might be like, nice try, boys, because he has been solid. He's made a couple huge saves, and the Sens facing another goalie, they might be in a different position right now. Obviously, there's that huge 2-on-1 that he stopped, a couple big glove saves, a couple big pad saves, and just evading rebounds. So I think it's really up to Tamburo whether he wants to hold on to this one.
Tamburo is definitely the X factor in this one. He has been solid in between his pipes tonight. Great goaltending on both ends. Ackerman has also been able to keep this out of reach. Falling down there are the Senators defenseman. I believe that was Tang who fell down there, blew a tire, fell on his butt. Not the greatest play there. Maybe it became the contributing factor that we talked about earlier of the new ice.
Yeah, these guys just maybe didn't get their skate
A
right.
nice move there by Boutillier on the breakaway. Tries to do the one-hand tuck, but Tamburo has all the time in the world to stop that from happening. But a little nifty dangle there. Wow, Xander's on fire.
As the kids say, Blake, that was disgusting. The way he came in with the toe drag, then goes for the one-handed move. I got to say, that's pretty bold to try when you're down 2, going for an unorthodox movement. But hey, we've seen it work so much at the higher levels. And it almost evaded Tamburo there. He wasn't able to get any height on it, but it was a nice move and a great opportunity from Butilier.
It's looking like Vladimir Tarasenko or Jussi Jokinen out there going for that. Or, sorry, my apologies, the creator of it, Peter Forsberg, as Boutier ripped it on net there as well, showing that he can rip the puck but also have some nifty dekes on net as well. He has it once more. Throws it on net, is blocked aside there by the reps. Able to keep it in on the Senators. A shot from the point there. Tipped out in front. Bouncing puck. Trying to get in front of the net. Tamburo is sprawling all over the place, but there was no shot on net there. It was turned aside towards the boards. The Sens play with a little bit more momentum now. A little more pep in their step. That puck is launched deep into the offensive zone. The reps able to clear it out at the hands of Marcus Carter once more. A great play and a good opportunity for the Sens as they will head back down into their zone, offensive zone, with an icing.
Yeah, but the one thing I've been stressing all night for the Sens has been their spacing. We saw down low that they had 3 forwards within probably 5 feet of each other. I respect the strategy to crash the net. I do, and I understand the kind of compact effort. But when the defense are looking for an option, you're right in front of the net. You're not giving them an option. They're just going to throw something weak, and that's how the turnovers have been generated, because the reps, they see that, and then so they crash towards the defenseman, and they block those passes and shot lanes.
Off the draw there, a falling play there. It looks like Noah Ben-David was the one who went down there, going to the bench. Hopefully he's all right. Writhing in pain, holding his hand. He will see the trainer. You can see in the bottom right corner there. Hopefully he is able to get the attention he needs and is able to stay in this one.
Yeah, you never want to see someone go down. He looked like he was just in quite a bit of pain. They'll assess him, so we'll definitely keep you updated. Hopefully we can see him on the ice and see him make an impact in the rest of this game.
Absolutely, he's been a contributing factor towards this Reps offense. And even on the penalty kill as well, he has shown prowess on that end as Mullen lines up there. Mullen, once again, goes for that nifty move off the draw, but is met with no results. But the Sens are able to keep it in as a team here. On the point now, it's Curry keeping it in. A pass back to the point is met with no avail. That long stretch pass is not a real smart pass you want to be taking when you have positioning in the offensive zone, as the Reps are now in the other zone now, trying to generate some offense. The Senators eat that up right away.
Yeah, and I feel like the Senators and the Reps really have just lost a bit of a step in their game. I feel like at times this game has lost its energy, and it takes a big play to get it back.
Shot here on net, scores! What a goal. That's Misha Nikolsky potting one home, sniping it, picking the corner. It is 3-0. The Reps have the lead.
And you saw the two players run into each other there. But like I was saying, a beautiful goal from Misha Nikolsky. But I was saying, you know, it takes a big play to get the momentum back started. It takes the big play to get the energy back. And you saw it right there. You saw that they were kind of acting all lackadaisical. And right away, he took the words out of my mouth and he cut towards the net. A beautiful shot to make it 3-0.
Brzozowski spoke it into existence, and that's Nikolsky's first goal of the season, assisted by Irvine and Loshkevino. A very good opportunity for the Reps to get this first win of the season, up 3-0. The Senators really have to claw back here in this later frame if they want to get anything out of this one, even though they've dominated in puck possession in the first 2 frames. But it looks like the Reps might prevail in this one.
Yeah, I mean, that's the issue. I mentioned how the Sens, they shouldn't be too embarrassed with their effort. I think there's a couple times where they didn't really protect their goalie as much as they probably should. But their offense has been there. They just haven't been able to convert. That can be a problem over a long stretch of the season, but I like the chances that they're creating, and I think if they keep it going, they will eventually get one. But it's Tamburo who's just been shutting the door and doing a great job for the reps.
Caden O'Hearn, nifty move, is met with an offside. There's Boutillier, wins the draw for the Senators. The Sens dump it into the zone. It's then smothered right away by Tamburo. Tamburo has had himself a phenomenal game. I mean, he's in line for the elusive S word, as we like to not say that in the booth because we don't want to jinx any goaltender by any means. Tamburo is in line for it, though. Sammy, what do you like from his games this far in this one? What has been the reason why he is where he's at right now?
I mean, the big thing that I always mention is just calmness in net. I mentioned it about Ackerman earlier when he went down 2-0. I think the big thing is just not overreacting. You see a lot of young goalies try to be almost too athletic to a fault. They try to make these incredible highlight reel saves, and the truth is some of the best goalies.
A shot there in front is met by the stick of Shane Polaczek, but he's unable to get anything on that one. Kind of a broken play there that ended up almost getting a goal for the Senators. And here comes O'Hearn again. O'Hearn leading the momentum. Boutillier is trying to keep it in, but it's the reps who are able to keep it up. Sorry to cut you off there, Sammy. That play came out of nowhere.
Absolutely not. And you know what? Tamburo made my point there. I was going to say some of the best goalies just stay chill when big plays happen. On that shot in front of the net, he didn't overreact. He didn't try to make himself too big. He didn't try to jump towards the puck or puck chase at all. He just stayed in his position, cut out the angle, and made the stop. And that's what he's been doing all game, and that's what the best goalies do.
Calm, cool, and collected. Both of these goaltenders have displayed that tonight, even though it's been 3 goals that Ackerman has let by him. It's not really at his fault. Sometimes you just get beat on the high corner. Other ones just kind of squeak by you early on, and it's hard to get momentum back on the other way. Now the Sens rip it on net there, but a good block there from the defenseman of the Reps. I think that was Jang who got a stick on there, but it might have been Austin as well. The Jersey Tucks make it hard. I believe it is actually Austin there. A good sprawling save there on the ice, blocking the shot from getting towards the net.
Yeah, I love that from Austin, putting his body in the way to cut off the pass angle and the shot angle. I mean, he's a big boy, Henry Austin, so he really got his stick in the way and made that stop. Nice play from him.
The Sens are really pushing up through the zone now. They are not able to get shots on net, though. They're really using their speed, you could say. A big hit there along the boards there by them as well, using the physical attributes as well. They're really using their strength and size, but, I mean, if you don't get shots on net, you may not score goals, and it's showing that there.
Yeah, and I think the Reps probably have a gajillion blocked shots off weak shots from the points from the Sens.
Shot there is stopped by Ackerman. A bouncing puck in front. Unable to smother that, but it's cleared out by the Senators. But the Reps are still able to keep it in. The Reps keeping it in, going to the point now, but it's blocked aside. Hits a stick, and it's cleared out as they have to regroup and find their footing once more. McLennan is just distributing the puck, but it will be blown dead for a whistle. Talking to the referee is number 77, I believe that is Jang right there. As there looks like there will be a draw just outside of the blue line in the face-off circle.
Yeah, now if I'm the Reps, I'm running 1 forward high, 1 attacker. Don't try to take any unnecessary risk. Don't get yourself hurt. Just play the safe game, play the defensive game, and take your win as it comes. No need to tally up the score. No need to embarrass your opponent. Just play the safe game and you'll come out with the win.
Do you still think there's a chance for the Senators to pot one home, though, Sammy?
Absolutely. I mean, the way they've been playing, it seems like it's all but a matter of time. But it's just about getting the right shot on net for them at this point.
Maybe it will be Boutillier. Boutillier trying to set up Mark Brennan in front, but is not met with any avail. Boutillier has been double shifted on many lines there. A shot from Liu is snagged by Tamburo. We were talking about Boutillier all game. He is fast. He is speedy. He has a good shot. He bounces all over the ice. He's got a good game, and he's been playing all over on each line, almost seems like, for the Senators.
Yeah, and it kind of reminds me of how the majors utilize Brady Wasselin. in different positions, in different roles, on different lines. It's one of those utility guys that can play anywhere, and that's the kind of guys that you love to have on your team, and that's the kind of guy he's been all game. I mean, he's really, Boutillier, he's really just made himself available and made himself a key factor in the Sens offense.
The Reps able to clear it out. No potential goal for the Senators on that play. The Senators try to get it in their zone, really try to chip away, get at least one. That is definitely on their minds in this one. They regroup back in their end. That's Marcus Carter being battled with Gavin Yu up against the boards. McDonald is able to try to take it out. The puck at their feet. He battles with a Boutillier, carrying up the ice now, looking for teammates, unable to find someone. O'Hearn crashing the net, tries to center in front. Back to the point though, he elects to, and it's unable to be met by the Senators defenseman there. I believe that was Wang who missed that one. Wang had himself some opportunities that he could have capitalized on to generate more offense, as Tamburo shuts that one down in front from a shot from Boutillier.
Yeah, and Boutillier, he kind of reminds me of the play style of Austin Matthews in the sense of his nonchalantness. You know, obviously Austin Matthews is one of the premier shooters in the league. Not saying that Boutillier is not, but it's the nonchalant skating style. He's not necessarily looking like he's going very fast, but he's just finesse and calm and comfortable in the way he skates. And the way he stick handles the puck, you saw he waited at the blue line before he cut across to the side and drove past the defender. It's a very interesting skating style, and it's something that he uses to his advantage.
If he wants his Sens team to get a W in this one, he'll have to hit him with the 4 like Austin Matthews to get 4 goals past the goaltending of Michael Tamburo. But it looks like there won't be enough time for that one though, but still Boutillier has been the leading force of any Senators offense here. That puck trickles out in front, almost was a problem there for Ackerman as the Sens try to turn it the other way. The Reps playing some good defense, trapping them alongside the boards. It's number 91, Loskivio, sorry, my bad on that. Able to keep it in are the Reps. The Reps dump it in. The Senators turn it the other way now. Carrying up the ice now. On his backhand, shot on net there, turned aside. Mullen had a great opportunity to get it past Tamburo, but not enough room on that one as the Reps turn it the other way. Carter trailing, trying to get a stick on that one. Shot on net there, blocked aside by Ackerman. Another shot there is blocked. Good shots there from the Reps, and it's swamped up by Ackerman. Ackerman facing a lot of traffic from the Reps, but that final shot from Holt Cruz is met with no problem.
Yeah, and Lincoln Curry with the 2 big blocks in front of the net. I admire his determination. Down 3-0, it's easy to get yourself kind of in a funk, kind of out of the game. But he lays his body on the line, and he shows he's a great teammate for Ackerman and a great teammate for the Sens. He says, all right, we're still in this, boys. He makes those big stops, and that should get the boys going, the momentum up. If I had a teammate do that late and I'm down, now I'm fighting for him a bit.
Tang's shot from the point is snagged up by Tamburo. The Senators, it looks like there's only 2 minutes and 49 seconds left in this matchup. Is 2 minutes and 49 seconds enough to even get a goal? We'll have to wait and see. But I believe, to the words of Sammy as he's looking at me, shaking his head, it will not be enough there.
I mean, certainly anything can happen. It could definitely be enough for a goal, but I don't know if it's enough for 3, let alone 4, especially the way Tamburo's been playing. He's been playing very Tambur because he has ice in his veins. He's made a couple massive saves, and he's been the true leader of this game, despite if he lets in a late squeaker or not.
A very long stretch on that joke there, very similar to the long stretch passes the Senators have attempted all game. Like you, it was met with no avail so far, but a good attempt nonetheless.
I thought it was met with avail. I thought it was funny.
It certainly was correct. There is ice in the veins of Tamburo, but a little bit long in there, or a little bit of a long stretch joke in there, unable to meet the praise of Blake Hanlon, unfortunately. But the Senators, maybe you'll have time to get another one in there, a good joke coming further. The Senators sprinting up the ice now aren't able to get stick on it. A long stretch pass is not met with the stick of number 13, Noah Ben-David. It's good to see him back out there after getting a ruthless hand injury.
Yeah, that one stung a bit, but I'm glad he's out there and he's back to stick handling and making himself part of the play.
Shot on net there. We are unsure if Tamburo has it. Looks like the referees will have to come in and look, deciding if the puck went in the net or not, maybe not able to figure out if it went in or not. That initial pass from number 52, Elliot Mullen, was centered in front of Shane Polaczek. We'll have to see if that is deemed a goal or not, but I think it will be. And it will be Polaczek who gets the goal. I think the referee is just confirming who got it. And I saw number 52, Mullen, pointing towards Polaczek on the bench. Polaczek right there in the bottom left corner. He skated off the ice immediately. And that will be a goal for the Senators as they go get yourself a greasy goal late in the third period, making it 3-1.
Yeah, now, I mean, they could be back in this game if they get themselves going quick here. Polaczek, a nice play for him to stream way in. He's not covered. He gets the centering pass, and he clearly made no mistake. I think it was so fast that you nor I nor Michael Tamburo saw that one ever go in. And a great play from him, and now the Sens have life late in this game.
Well, Mullen had a great drive there, but there was no thought in my mind that could result in a goal, especially when Polaczek skated off the ice abruptly, immediately after there could have been a potential goal, not even having a chance to celly, as Mullen dumps it deep into the zone now. Maybe some late life, 2 minutes left in this game, maybe a chance to score 2 more. Maybe we will eat our own words as the net is empty for the Senators. They will have 6 men out there trying to get that second goal of the game promptly.
Yeah, now's the time. Now's when you start throwing everything on net. With less than 45 seconds to go, you're down 2. They got to get it in the zone and just pepper Tamburo.
Mullen trying to get that outreach pass, but it's met with this, not with the stick on that. It's not tipped. Tamburo will scoop it up, and there'll be icing at the other end. The Senators will have to send back out Ackerman to defend this next draw. Not the smartest play out there. Trying to go end to end on that. Sure, you want to play risky, especially when you're playing with nothing to lose, down 2, but maybe not the smartest choice.
Yeah, I mean, it's a catch-22, right? Because carrying it in is probably the safer move, but it's also the slower move, and that kills some valuable time. The stretch pass is probably the faster option, but again, it's the harder option.
Risky play from the Senators throughout this entire game, and it's only on full display late in this last period. The Senators carrying up the center of the ice now. That's Mullen. Mullen shot on net there. He was the reason why the last goal happened. Maybe it'll be him to try to tie this up as this period dwindles down. The shadow of 5 seconds remaining. The the Reps try to clear it out, but it's snagged up by Tamburo. And this will be the dagger. The Reps come up with the W. 3-1 from a late spark from Shane Polaczek is not going to avail nothing, as it will be the hero of Marcus Carter and Tamburo sharing the reins.
Yeah, the hero of Marcus Carter and the hero of Thomas Pike's jersey, because like you said, without that jersey, that's 2 goals not on the board. It's a completely different game. What a solid game it was from both teams. What a solid performance from both goalies.
Both goaltenders played on their heads. Even though it's a 3-1 game, it was close throughout. And we'll talk about it more in the booth.
This early season contest goes to the Mississauga Reps. A great game to win the 905. We've dug it into the boat, and they really dug into the Sens in this one. Great game from them, eh?
It was a great game. It was a true clash of the Mississauga clans. It was just fun to watch, and I can't wait for the rest of the season from the Reps.
The Reps really set the tone for their season so far. The Sens, not their best effort, but not terrible games. They're like not to get down about. And it's mostly just that the Reps just kind of came out of the game buzzing, and that came at the hands of Marcus Carter.
Yeah, he didn't come into the arena buzzing for getting his jersey, having to wear another one, but what he did do was come into the game with the right mindset. I talked about it during the game, how I really liked his goals. His goals were just hardworking, gritty goals. That's what scouts like to see. They like to see that not only you have the talent, the skill, but also the work ethic and the hustle to get in those right areas and be in the proper place in the proper time.
You know what? It's a bad day to be Marcus Carter's jersey because it was probably in the laundry, but Thomas Pike saved him this one, and I think Marcus Carter's got to be your first star.
Yeah, honorable mention, Thomas Pike. Thanks for showing up, getting the jersey. Maybe there's some good luck charms. Maybe Marcus Carter will have to wear that because he's my first star of the game. Second, Tamburo. Solid performance. I mean, I think it gets a little bit overshadowed by how well Carter played, but he made a couple of big saves in key moments and, did his job, got the job done, came out with a win, first win of the season. You can't be too upset, especially with a 9.57. That's phenomenal. Great start to the season from him. And finally, Misha Nikolsky. Great name, great player, picked up the other goal in this game. He really played well as well. A lot of key takeaways. So maybe not on the stat sheet an incredible amount, but he picked up a goal, key takeaways, held the puck well in his offensive zone, and solid game from him overall.
Around town group of reps who represented their team very well tonight. For the Sens, just not a lot of show up from them, other than that shutout spoiling goal by Shane Polaczek. What do you expect from them going into the rest of the season with this first game loss?
I mean, I don't think you can take this game with too much validity. I mean, it's the first game of the season. It's only October 4th. And I think what they do have to be proud of is the way that they did control the game in certain aspects. Like we said, there were times of the game where it looked like the Sens would dominate, and there were times where it looked like the Reps would dominate. So both teams, they had their bright moments. I think you go back to the drawing board, see what worked, maybe shuffle the lines around, and I don't think they have any cause to be too worried.
And the Reps had an early lead, and that led to them winning this one, a 3-1 win here in this early October matchup. It's Blake, it's Sammy. We're going to be excited for next time as we'll bring you the next game of this GTHL U16 season very, very soon.
Nice move there from the Oreo.
Polaczek shoots, scores!